Good morning, everybody. Today's opening day. I'm so excited. So there's some things I do need to get done today. So specifically, I need to get Starbucks because that's how that day's going. I got to edit the video from dress rehearsal, get that up and going for today. And then we go into the knots. So I'm going to basically spend the first half of this video kind of going through like what I usually do to prep for like an actual like opening day, so that way I know that I've got everything. Granted, I kind of had to do that with dress rehearsal because I was in costume and stuff for the first time, which was fun. I'm glad we got that done and got that out of the way. I also need to paint my nails because my nails are going to be painted for the entire run of Haunt, a specific color, which means at some point I may actually have to go buy a new bottle just to be safe. But yeah, let's go do some Haunt spooky things, shall we? All right, so I'm walking to my Target, going to get Starbucks. Tonight's gonna be interesting. It'll be a complete 180 from the shit show that was dress rehearsal. If you've seen the video, you'll kind of know my thoughts about that. But it'll be different because it'll be, for the first time, I feel like everybody who is a huge fan of Scary Farm, is a huge fan of Halloween, makes this a part of their thing every single year, wants to be there for the very first time we emerge. And so to see those people again is going to be very happy. It's been very exciting. I'm very excited to see people get scared again. Now, what's really better is that, granted, there are some things that we can't do, like we can't get up super close, we can't breathe on people's necks. Yeah, that's the whole thing. So, it's going to be a very interesting night because I don't think it's going to be something we're expecting. We're probably going to see a lot of people like hella pumped for it, and it'll be very interesting to see where that goes. The first time that we'll actually do like a procession in front of an actual paying audience is also going to be very crazy. And I'm very excited. I'm very pumped because I'm like, oh shit, I finally get to do this. That's pretty cool. That's the thing I'm excited for the most. And I think especially as a Haunt talent, like granted, if you were here the last season, you know that I did have some opportunities to go scare at different places. So that was really fun. But it just doesn't hit the same as Knott's does. I will say Knott's can be very tiring, can be very strong, stressful, and crazy, but oh man, is it crazy, but is it fucking fun. It is so fucking fun to do scaring at like a theme park. It's not something that not every theme park gets to do. I mean, besides maybe Disney. Disney's probably the only one that doesn't do it, but then again, keep that to ourselves. But I'm excited. I think overall it'll be a fun, cool experience to have. So I'm very excited. All right, y'all. It's time to go. This one's going to be there tonight, so I'm going to fucking torture him. He's been warned. I'm fucking with you tonight. That's what's happening.
If I go.
You're gonna go. You're already going anyways. You had the plans to go, so see you there. Okay, I just got off the bus. It was a bit of an interesting development because there's a detour. The bus was taking a detour, and it actually lets me out right where I normally would get off if I was taking the 42A, which means I'm here. Time to go get shit done before I can get through the goddamn gates. Hello everyone, the first 20 minutes of the night have started. I'm sorry that it's dark. The lights are out. Hold on. I gotta remember where my face is. I can see my eyeballs. But the night's going good so far. I'm gonna go ahead and just grab some water and then just head right back out because I just wanna go and scare. Alright, so it's about 11:20. My goal is to be out in the zone in like 10 minutes. I just wanted to double check to see how all this looks. Doesn't look too bad, so I think I'm going to be good enough to put my mask back on and just go. Mainly because our next procession isn't until 11:45, and technically my break time is after 11:40. That gives me zero time to be over there ready to go, so I'm just going to get dressed now, go do it. So far, the night's been really great. We'll talk about it once we get done. All right, see you, bye. Okay, everyone, we are done. Kim, how was your night?
It was fun.
It was a good time. It was a really good time. Lumi's back there.
So there's the other room.
Lumi, how was your first night of haunt?
It was awesome.
It was good to be back. Now
Good to be back.
Now let's go the fuck home. So we're gonna go home and then I will wrap up how we're gonna do the rest of this video. Bye. Hi everyone, it's 11 o'clock. I'm heading to Starbucks because I need some. So let's reflect a little bit on the night last night. Last night was great. It was a fun scare. I think it's the reason why I think it was a really great night is because it was literally all of the haunt fans who missed haunt and they wanted to go to haunt. And they're like, what a perfect year to come on an opening night. It wasn't as crowded or crazy. There was a lot of media there, but it was definitely a lot of fun. Pretty much everybody was great. There was a few outliers who wanted to act like assholes, and I'm like, really? We're not remembering that this is the shit that we put up with? Go off. So besides that, that's not the case. There's some weird clocking issues. You'd think that with like a punch or clocking machine that it would just let you clock in and not do that, because that's apparently an issue that if you don't have a shift you can't clock. And I'm like, that doesn't make any sort of sense whatsoever. Get that figured out. So yeah, other than that, I'm doing pretty fine. My body is not as pained as I would thought it would be, which is kind of a blessing in disguise. So hopefully the Starbucks will perk me up a little bit so I can do some work and go from there. But I'm going to now leave you. I will see you in a couple hours or a couple seconds for you, and see you later. Bye. Hello, everyone. So it's the day after. There's a lot has happened in the last 24 hours, and I'll get to that in just a little bit. Last night was very interesting because I noticed that the mask puts a lot of pressure onto my nose, so I have to go get new elastic for it, new rubber cement or something to hold it down. The hat that I was trying to get for my costume, because for footmen we're supposed to have a hat, but it doesn't fit over the wig and the mask. Even if I took off the wig, it still wouldn't fit. So yeah, we're gonna try to figure that out and see what we can do to make that work. But I will before we get into the rest of this, I want to talk about specifically what happened. So let me put my phone down in a good spot and then we'll talk about it. All right, so let me just put this here and make it easy. Basically, someone posted a photo of a character from Ghost Town who, the character itself was Native American and had a lot to say about it, not realizing that the person that was the character was actually Native American. The headdress that he was wearing was actually something created by his tribe/family, and his family actually really liked it. The problem is that the person that was bitching and complaining is not indigenous or is not Native American. She was Central American. So literally her argument had no validity whatsoever. Her complaint had no validity whatsoever. And then when she got schooled and told, no, that headdress was perfectly fine because he was Native American, she went for, oh, he was blackface. This character was not blackface. I think it's actually quite disgusting that it took one person to bitch for that poor character to change. He got pulled off of streets for his own safety, which is depressing. And it was his first year on streets, but he had worked the event before. But just to hear stuff like that and to allow it to happen is really upsetting. And I just think we have this issue with sensitivity now. We're becoming oversensitive, and we're not allowed to have these fun things and address this and stuff like that. There's a way to do haunts and themes and certain things with respect while still scaring. But it's another to then, even when it's completely, totally fine and okay, to then try to stomp over somebody who was actually indigenous and had every right to play that character. Even though we've had multiple Native American characters in that zone before, played by actual Native American individuals. But now it becomes, oh no, we can't do that. There's no diversity anymore. Oh, we have these basic ass character types, and if we try to deviate, that's too much. And it's really bothersome, and it hurts me a lot that this is the shit that we keep going through. I'm going to stop it here because if I keep going on, the video will go way too long, and I don't want that. So let me know in the comments down below, what are some of your thoughts about stuff like that? Because I'm dying to hear how you would feel in a situation like this. Hi everyone, so I'm on my first break. You'll notice that there's lights everywhere. We're currently in the middle of getting, I'm on a break, so we're about to go back out. This is the last day of the week of Haunt. So tomorrow, which is Sunday, is a day off. And I'm very excited because then I get to go to Not Scary Farm, or not Not Scary Farm, Universal Halloween Horror Nights. I'm so excited, cannot wait. But I think I'm going to start getting dressed and ready and go out and go scare. And get ready for a procession because that's almost coming up soon. Bye. All right, hi everyone. It is the end of our opening weekend. This is Garrett. Garrett was a child when I first met him, and now he's here. Where do you scare?
In the hollow, baby.
In my old home. In my old home.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How do we feel about the week being done?
I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to sleep.
I know, I'm ready to knock the fuck out. So, we'll have to talk about how the week overall went, but safe to say that we are done. We're good.
Many more weeks to go.
I know, one down. I don't remember how many fucking left we've got. So, yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. Hi, everyone. It is 3 a.m. in the morning. I have to be at work at 8:30 in the morning, so I'm going to go to bed now. I will reflect on next week, or I'll reflect about this week's and next week's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it as much as I have, with as much footage as I can get. So, with that being said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video, which, by the way, is Halloween Horror Nights, all right? As always, my name is Forrest, and I'll see you in the shadows.